Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over how to convert a 15 mod to 17. So what you're going to need, we got a blank mod description. Let me go ahead and open this up and show you. This is a blank mod description for 17. So let's go ahead and exit out of that. We're going to need the game, so go in and test. And we got our mod from 15. So let's go ahead and let's go into here, go into your hard drive, go into Program Files 86, Farming Simulator 17, Data. Let's go ahead and go into your vehicles, Steerable, and then scroll down until you find Lizard. Be right here. And then we're going to take the Lizard Pickup Rodeo XML file. So let's go ahead and copy that and paste it to our desktop. You don't want to just drag this out. You don't want to mess with any files in here, because if you do, your game will not work right, or it won't work in multiplayer. So leave all this alone. All we need is a copy of the XML here. That way we got the truck XML and we got a mod description. So let's go ahead and take our truck. Let's extract this to the desktop. Okay, here's our file. Let's take the zip file, throw it in there so we don't lose it. Now we're going to open up this folder. As you can see, this is all the stuff for 15. If I open this up right here, the disk version, you can see that's on 21. That's for 15. So let's go ahead and let's open this truck up. And I'm using 6.0.3, but if y'all have a newer version that's 4.15, you can use it as well. Alright, here's a Chevrolet I'm going to be converting over. So what we're going to want to do first, let's go ahead and pull this tab down. You're going to want to go to Windows, Material, Editing, and you're going to want to go through everything. And down here where it says Custom Shaders, you're going to want to pull that down, and then Shader Source. So that don't have it. As you can see, this has a shader source of Vehicle Shader Dirt. You're going to want to take all that off. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Let's go to Z71. It's got a shader source. Take that off. You got to go through and take all the shader source, the dirt shader, off of the vehicle, or it won't work in 17. If you try to open this truck with the dirt shader, the truck will be invisible. So just go through and take all the shader, the dirt shader, out. Go ahead and this truck also has Lewis due for the plow hitch on the front of this. Excuse me. We're going to take all this off. We're not going to be using it in 17. So let's continue to go down and take all these dirt shaders off. Okay, let's go ahead and let's take that, those two, I think it's these here. I'm going to take all that off so the hitch is off of there. Now what we're going to want to do is go ahead and scroll all the way up. All the cameras you're going to leave alone, exit, all that, steering, the Coronas. Go ahead and take the Coronas out. The lights, you don't need it. The traffic collision trigger, the attacher joints, we're going to take all this stuff that we can't use in 17 out. So we got attacher joints, the traffic collision trigger, which will update that, the attacher joints, weights, we're going to take the lockdown, the exhaust particles, attacher joints, the collisions, we're going to go ahead and take those out. More exhaust. We're going to come down here. We're going to take the exhaust. We're going to take the front light spot, fruit planes. Let's go ahead and take these lights out. And we can just delete all those out of there. Make sure there ain't nothing else that's in here. Okay. Let's go ahead and take that out. We don't need that. I think that was for strobe lights. So as you can see now, it's just plain. It's pretty much just the body of the truck, and you got your wheels, and you got your camera, your exit point, starting index, width index, height index, and steering base. So we got all that stuff. So what we're going to want to do is go ahead and just minimize this for now, and let's go ahead and open up the mod description. Let's work in the mod description. What we could do is we go ahead and we could just toss this one out. So let's just trash it. Let's take a copy of this one. Let's paste it in here, and let's open this one up. Okay, we're going to put our name here, or the mod author. So in that case, I'm going to put redneck, and I'm going to have to find the numbers, and I'm going to put converted names. Okay, and then we're going to put the name of the truck, so we're going to name it Chevy 2500 HD. Let's go ahead and move that back. And now we're just going to copy this. Whoops. Let's go ahead and pull that close. We're going to paste it in there. And we'll do the same down here. Okay, here it says the icon file name, and I wrote over here that that's where you put your brand DDS file. So let's go ahead and let's go in here. Let's open up textures. Let's look for the brand. Here it says brand Cheyenne. Let's go ahead and copy this, and let's paste this up here. Okay, that way it's in there. Let's go ahead and rename it. And we're going to name it BRAND, and it's got to be capital letters. Make sure your brand is capital letters. Let's go ahead and open our notepad back up, and let's type that in, BRAND.DDS. So that's going to pull from your brand DDS. Okay, we can go ahead and take that out. Right here it says store item, vehicle, XML file name. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is go ahead and minimize that. We're going to take this right here, we're going to hit rename, and we're going to copy this. Open up our notepad, and we're going to place this right here. So it's saying the XML file name is the Chevy K2500 2000 model. And it's the same, it should be the same as your XML file that it's going to be reading from. So you could either take it from your i3D, or you could take it from your XML file. Okay, so now we got that done. Here is your brand again, and it's all got to be capital letters. So as you can see, our name is brand DDS. So what we got to do is type in brand, the title, brand, and then DDS, brand. I'm going to go ahead and scoot this closer, and I'm going to take this out. Whoops. Let's go ahead and take that out. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to save this because the XML file is completed. We already finished the mod description. Now let's open up the Trucks XML file. Alright, now that we're here, we're going to minimize that, and we're going to go into the lizard pickup. We're going to edit that with Notepad, that way it pulls it up. As you could already tell that we got stored data in the original truck. So what we're going to do, we're going to come down here to file name. We're going to take that and we're going to go all the way up to the XML. We're going to copy this. We're going to find down here the file name, and then we're going to take that and we're going to paste it over this one. That way it changes it up. Now, up here at the top, we're going to need to change this name. We have it Chevy. Whoops, got my caps lock on. We got Chevy 2500 HD. Down here, it's a car function. The image is the store. So let's go ahead and minimize this. Let's go into Chevrolet. Let's go into textures and find the store picture. Here's the store picture, so I'm going to leave that in there. And it's in our textures folder. Or you could take it out. Okay, it's in our textures folder. So let's open up this. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to type textures / store.dds, and that tells us that our store.dds is in our textures folder. So if I pull this up, go into textures, and there's our store. Well, there's our store. Now let's go ahead and scroll down the brand. We'll go ahead and change that to Chevy. Or actually, brand. Here, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to close that down. The same as what you did in the mod description. Let's go ahead and rename. Let's copy the i3D. Open this up, and we're going to take all this. We're going to paste it. Alright, now that we've done that, let's go ahead and scroll down. We're not going to mess with the wheels. We're going to keep going. We're going to pass the cameras. Now the lights. Let's go ahead and delete out the lights. Seeing that we deleted it in the 3D. The attacher joints, we took all those out. So let's go ahead and delete those. Bell cast point, don't need that. Runs on something different. The exhaust effects, we're going to delete that because there ain't no more. Mouse control and moving tools, we're going to go ahead and delete that. The particle system, we're going to go ahead and delete this because we're going to update to, well actually let's go ahead and just leave that in there. I'm not sure if it works or not. This here, the AI traffic collision trigger, we're going to go ahead and take that out because we're going to update that also. Now components and the overlay, what I do is I go ahead and I take it from here. So I'll just go to components and then I'll pull all this and I'll copy it and I'll go ahead and I'll post it here. That way it's updated. So we're done with that. And this is a lot of trial and error. You're going to run into error problems. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and let's put this camera back to where it was at. Let's go ahead and save it. Okay, now that we got everything that is not on the truck out, we're going to look at the sounds. Okay, let's go into the stock truck sounds. We're going to go ahead, we're going to go from here where it says motor start duration. We're going to take all that all the way down to the attacher joint. Let's go ahead and copy this and let's paste it here. The reason for doing it this way is because for some reason 17 don't like 15 wave sounds. Some of the waves will not register in the game and won't make a sound. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to use the in-game truck that's already, we know it's working, so we're going to use it. You could also come in here, say the horn sound, if you want to change it to the train horn. All you got to do is just go back into your program files and find the train horn and paste it right here. Same with the start sound. You take it from the semi or whatever you want. Now what we're going to need to do is let's go ahead and make sure everything is okay. Okay, everything looks okay. Got all this. Brand. Texture store. Let's go ahead and jump the price up to 33,000. This here, the memory, I'm really not sure what it's for yet. So I just leave it like that until I can figure out what the deal is with it, because I'm really not sure. So let's go ahead and close this out and save it. Let's close that out. Let's go ahead and close that out. And we could add a new vehicle shader dirt, which this one's in here already. So what we'll have to do is go back in your documents, go into your hard drive, program files, vehicle shader, or your Farming Simulator 17 data, and go to shaders. All you gotta do is scroll all the way down and you'll find vehicle shader. Go ahead and copy that and paste that into your XML file, or not your XML file but your folder. Now if you want to get all this, let's go ahead and we're going to need to go into the Chevy K2500 and Notepad. That way we could change a couple of things in here. So it's showing that we've been opening this up in Giants 15. So what we're going to want to do is go 7.0.2. That's what I'm using. Y'all might have an updated version. So let's go ahead and save that. And let's go ahead and open this up in 17 and see how it looks. See if everything worked. Okay, the truck's there. Now if you ain't got a thing that comes around at the bottom that says console, go ahead and open that up, because it's going to tell you errors, it's going to tell you the warnings, it's going to tell you all that. So let's go ahead and pull this up and let's go ahead and scroll down and see what kind of errors or warnings we have. Okay, right now I got a warning for a logo DDS, invalid case, and that's probably due to the spaces in between Reese, tow power, and logo. So that's probably why that's not picking up. Okay, warning here. As you can see, I got a warning for Png Raw Format, so we're going to have to change that to a DDS file. And it's the same thing, the Z71. And that's the only warnings I'm getting. Warning I3D context. Okay, I'm going to have to look into this one because I haven't ran into this one yet. This warning here. So let's go ahead and let's just reload that. Okay, so now it's just saying that the format is messed up, and I'm just getting the warnings on the PNG files now. So everything else is good now. So that's a way you could check and make sure your truck is all good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, and if you want to add your dirt textures back onto the truck, I'm just going to throw it on the body. So just go back in here, open this up, find your vehicle shader, open that up, and as you can see, there it is. And you go through all of your parts and put them on. So let's go ahead and save this out. Let's go ahead and let's move this all the way. We're going to rename, we're going to copy that, we're going to go to the desktop, we're going to go to new, zip archive, and we're going to paste the name right there. Now if we wanted to, we could open up the Chevy in i3D and we go through all the textures and take out the ones that we're not using, but I'm not going to go through that today. So right now we're going to go in game and we're going to test and see how if this truck actually works in game. So now that we got that, we're going to go into our farming simulator in your My Games, and then mods, we're going to drop it in our mods folder. Okay, now let's go ahead and exit out of that, and let's go into game right here. Let's go in the game and test it out, and I will start the recording as soon as I'm in game. Alright guys, we're back. We're in 17 now, so let's go ahead and jump in the store. Let's go ahead and take a look at our cars. As you can see, here's the truck that we converted. The store picture still shows the front hitch up here, the linkage for the plow, shows the strobes. We can go in, we can change that picture later, so don't worry about the picture. Let's go ahead and click on it. As you can see, there ain't no upgrades because none of that stuff's added. It's just a plain old truck. As you can see, we changed the price to $33,000. So let's go ahead and let's buy this and see if it's actually going to work. You want to purchase for $33,000? Yes. Okay. Said we could go pick it up. So let's go ahead and tab over there. Alright, as you can see, here's the truck. The scaling looks a little large, so we're going to scale this down before we add all the lights, the tetra joints, all that good stuff. So don't worry about the size of the truck. We'll fix that in the next video. So let's go ahead and drive it around. As you can see, the camera is wonky because it's still reading the 15 camera. So when I look down, I'm looking up. When I look up, I'm looking down. Left and right works great. And then when I take off, the camera slides to the back. So we're going to fix that. We got our tow hitch back there. Let's go ahead and drive it. Top speed is 122 on it. Truck lean's great. The top speed works on it. Horn works. We ain't got no turn signals, no lights, none of that stuff because we took it all out. We also took the AI traffic collision trigger out, so if we park right here and that car comes towards us, it's just going to hit us and move us all wherever because it can't read the truck. So if we test it and look, there's going to, well, actually stop. Okay. And if you notice, we're driving in the grass. It's not leaving no trails. We're gonna add that back in. That way it leaves your tire marks in the dirt. And we're also gonna work on the tailgate to lower the and close the tailgate. So as you can see, the truck is fully working in the game. Go up here and I'll show you the scaling problem going from 15 to 17. I'll pull up here. Yeah, you could already tell. So we're gonna have to scale this truck way down. But there she is. She's in game. She's got a few warnings for the texture file for the Z71. We're going to go in, we're going to fix that in the next episode. So this is part 1. I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 parts to this. That way y'all could go back and if y'all missed whatever, y'all could go to that video. But that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully y'all could get a few mods converted to this stage. And then in the next video, I should be posting it tomorrow or maybe later tonight. So just be watching for that. and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.